Hello there, I just want to do a talk on, I'll be talking about the 5G, the smart grid, the internet in general, and explaining very simply the dangers of these things, and 5G also, which is, spoke about with the dangers and the risks. So obviously if television news and all these different people are saying it, then 5G is obviously harmful then. Now, I've been doing my research on this stuff for about over a year, and yeah, it's supposed to cause cancer and have all these different detrimental effects on the human body, because remember, the human body is just electrical signals. Everything's electricity in the body, right? And the internet and Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff is that too. But it's a very hot electricity. So with 5G, it's a bit like having a warm pie, being the humans, and putting a warm pie in a hot oven, putting the oven full blast. It's going to burn it. That's kind of like the idea, and it's our demand for this fast internet that has led to this. The faster the internet, then the hotter the radiation. And it's even got the name, has it? Radiation. They're even, it's even called radiation. So that's what it basically is, a microwave. And God knows what that's going to do to your insides. And there's so much ignorance towards this kind of stuff. So many scientists, I've said stuff against this, but you don't have to be a scientist to work out about this stuff. It's very simple. Electricity is the internet, and we're electricity, but if you've got a hotter form of electricity, then you burn the wires out. That's what you basically do. And you see, 5G, regarding 5G, the artificial intelligence needs the speed of 5G to work with the smart grid in the fast requirement that the system wants, you see. Because how the artificial intelligence thing works is it receives our knowledge through the smarts, but to react immediately and as fast as the requirement is, it needs fast internet. So this 5G, it's not going to stop at 5G. You'll have faster things than that, because this is a kill grid, you see. It's a human control / kill grid, and so it's a way to depopulate the earth also, and it also puts fear in the minds of people. Remember, fear controls people, and it stops people from waking up. That is the main thing, for the system. Because the system, if everyone was to wake up spiritually, then, it would be disastrous for the system. Because what is the system? It's actually us. We are the system. But the system that we've created is an illusion that it's something else, and it's like a distorted consciousness, like the Matrix, which manifests itself lower down in governments and psychopathic people. But it's us that make the system operational. Wars can't happen without soldiers, for example. You can't have police without police officers. It's us that make everything work. Same with the smart grid. The smart grid only works by our interactions with the smarts. That's why in shops now you've got all these internet things that you talk to, because they need us to talk to them to train artificial intelligence so it gets used to responding to us. The idea is so that we're creating our own mind prison, right? And how it works is we give information to the smarts. So the whole idea is so that artificial intelligence is catering for everything that we need. The idea is to dumb you down so that you're not really seeking any intelligence or any external intelligence or something like that. So because this is doing everything for you. Like I say, the idea is to stop humans doing anything, basically. And so you got this artificial intelligence running the show. And the faster the internet, the better it is. The quicker it can make decisions. With the faster the internet is, you see. That's why there's an obsession from the system with the speed of the internet. And like I say, it's not a bunch of people that's deciding all this. Everything comes from consciousness. And it's a distorted consciousness, which is the system. Rational human beings wouldn't think of this kind of stuff, would they? It's insanity that's thinking of this stuff. And fear, and that's what we have created as a whole. If you got a distorted, unbalanced way of feeling and thinking, you're going to have a society and system that's mad like this. But that's how technology works. The faster the technology, the more hotter the wires or whatever, the more heat it's going to have, then the more detrimental it is for like us. Because we're electricity, everything's electricity. And because we're electricity, like something like 5G or fast internet, if we absorb that in the body, then it's frying the insides because it's hotter than we are, you see. That's it. It's hotter than we are. And the way to so nothing can protect you from this stuff. The way to stop this stuff is to act against it. And sign up to stop this stuff, and more research into the dangers of radiation and Wi-Fi and internet, not just 5G, but we don't need super fast internet. If it's fast enough, that's fine. But I think what we need is education and understanding of what the speed of internet and how it is harmful to the human body, because like I say, we are electricity. A hotter electricity will burn us out, basically. So you got to be very, very careful when you're dealing with like radiation and internet like that. We want the internet is a good way that we exchange information, but remember, the faster the internet providers are, then the more radiation is coming to us, the people. So this is something that as a whole we need to think about, so that we can make it a more healthier kind of internet. But there are a lot of people that just rubbish the stuff, like I say, they call it conspiracy theories. But with this 5G, you go on the internet and there's so much things that are said about it. So you can't rubbish that as a conspiracy theory, because there's too many people and credible people saying stuff against it. And any parent that buys their kid a 5G phone is a piece of shit, basically. You obviously don't give a shit about your kids. If you'll do that and you heard about it being so dangerous as it is. But it's simple mathematics. It is like that. It's like putting a warm pie into a roasting hot oven. It's going to burn it, We're electricity. But our wires can't contain the electricity heat of 5G, you see. So that's what I say. The thing is, we need to understand this, and so that we can counter it and have a safe internet that isn't going to do that to us. And I think I'm just going to leave it there. If you're watching, you're meant to watch it. Everything falls in order. We are waking up as a whole. That's why I'm saying this information, because I'm meant to. Thank you for watching. Thank you.